Gavin Newsom,
The one and only.
governor of California.
The best governor ever.
Just a big talker, but no results.
Excuse me?
The high-speed rail?
Yeah, what about it?
You sold Californians a bullet train from LA to San Francisco.
I know, and it's going to be amazing.
Amazing and expensive.
I don't understand the question.
Well, it's over $100 billion now.
Yeah?
Well, it's years behind and still nowhere near completed.
Well, good things take time.
Where did the money go?
Well, if you must know, it's a long-term infrastructure project, and the cost increased due to inflation and legal challenges.
Long-term? There's no term, and there's no freaking train either.
But there's going to be, I promise.
You spent over $100 billion and built a partial track in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Every train track has to start somewhere.
But it's not a train track. It's not even transportation. It's a taxpayer-funded money pit.
No, it's not.
Consultants get rich, donors get paid, and the public got nothing. That's your transportation system. Laundering money.
No, it's not.
Let's get back to San Francisco. 2007, when you were mayor.
The best mayor.
Your campaign manager trusted you, Gavin. He trusted you when you had an affair with his wife, who also worked for you.
That's just a rumor.
That's not a rumor. That's a fact.
I've acknowledged that. It was a personal failure during a difficult time.
A difficult time? You weren't under pressure. You were reckless. Your campaign manager quit immediately. Your office was in chaos, and you held a press conference like it was a damage control for a PR issue. That's how you handle everything. Mess first, apology later.
Oh my gosh, that is so not true.
What about the wildfires?
What wildfire?
Every year, California burns down. Millions of acres gone, homes destroyed, lives ruined.
That's not my
Yeah,
fault.
you blame climate change, you blame PG&E, but your administration overstated how much land was actually treated for fire prevention. Why?
Well, I've invested billions into wildfire prevention.
You invested in headlines, not results. Your own report showed the numbers were inflated. Meanwhile, forests aren't properly managed and fires keep getting worse. You don't fix problems, you rebrand them.
For your information, I have fixed all of the problems in California.
Tell me about the gas prices.
Gas prices are all your fault, Trump.
California consistently has the highest gas prices in the country.
That is so not true.
$2 more per gallon than the national average. And you blame the oil companies, global markets. But your state adds heavy taxes, capping trade costs and regulations. Isn't that the real reason?
Those policies are necessary for environmental protection and long-term sustainability.
There it is. You stack taxes on fuel that act surprised when people can't afford to drive.
That's preposterous.
Working families are paying the price while you fly private jets to climate conferences. You don't feel it, so you don't fix it.
Oh my gosh, you're such a liar.
Let's talk about the Olympics.
Oh, I'm so excited about the Olympics.
I know. You're promoting it as a huge success, but costs are rising, financial concerns are growing, and there are serious questions about funding and long-term impact. And you think it's all under control?
The Olympics will showcase California and bring economic growth.
That's the same pitch you gave for everything else. It's gonna work. It's gonna be great. Meanwhile, budgets grow, accountability disappears, and taxpayers are left holding the bill. Different project, same story.
Yeah, well, you're a convicted felon.
Let's talk about COVID lockdowns.
They were necessary to keep everyone safe.
You shut down businesses, schools, and entire industries.
Yeah, to keep people safe.
Strict rules for millions of Californians. Then you're photographed at a private dinner at the French Laundry. No mask, no distancing, surrounded by political insiders and power players. Can I explain that?
Look, I followed public health guidance at the time.
You follow different rules, Gavin. Small businesses closed permanently. But you're out there at one of the most expensive restaurants in the country living it up? That's not leadership. That's hypocrisy.
You can't even prove that with me.
Final question.
Can you please hurry up? I have a lot of work to do.
After the rail project, the fires, the gas prices, the lockdown hypocrisy, why should the people of California trust you?
Isn't it obvious? Because I've delivered progress and results for millions of people.
Look at that. Even the machine can't handle your lies anymore. It's done.
Well, hello,
I want to talk
everybody.
about taxes. The
not
fundamental
believe
difference between the two of you concerns the wealthy.
this, knowing
Secretary
that
Clinton,
I'm
you're calling
talking.
for a tax increase in the wealthiest Americans. I'd like you to
Would you
further.
stop? Jeez, it's like every day they're trying to screw with me. But hey, I'm used to it. Hello and happy Thursday. This is 7 days now. The United Spot is going on. Being a single man, it's getting easier every day. Apparently, they say that the first week is the hardest. I've been reading the self-help books, the cry books, the why me books. I can't believe this happened books. Oh no, books. What am I going to do, books? How do you wash socks, books? I really appreciate everybody that's here. I am extremely upset, not at you guys. I'm extremely upset at YouTube, Facebook, X, even True Social. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. It has to be that my videos are horrible, because there's no way that these videos could be performing this badly. And maybe it's just because I've taken these handful of wonderful comments at face value and determined that maybe because these handful of people that like my videos, maybe that's my problem. Maybe my videos are only liked by a few people and hated by everybody else. And they're like, dude, the United Spot is just horrible. They're just garbage. I blocked the United Spot. I want nothing to do with the United Spot. These videos are just tremendously, disgustingly horrible. So I stupid old me at the United Spot, going through a divorce, crying all day, just, living off the land. I made a video yesterday to entertain my wonderful supporters, and unfortunately, they didn't even get to see it. Barely any of them got to see it. Today, I woke up after 14 hours, and the video that I posted yesterday, I had to change the thumbnail, I had to change the title, everything. It was at 655 views 14 hours later. 655 views. 23 hours later, it's now at 1,300. That's not bad for a channel with 334,000 views. Now, look, I'm not asking for all 334,000, which used to be 337,000 subscribers, to see every single video I make. But it would be nice if I had a larger percentage. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you have 100 friends, okay, if you have 100 friends in real life, all right, 90% of the time, okay, 90% of the time, at least, 50 of those people are going to check in with you, all right, and say hello. That's not what I'm getting here. I'm not getting barely anything. And maybe it's just because I'm alone. I've got nobody to talk to. My wife doesn't love me. Well, I don't know what it is, but this is horrible. So 3 hours ago, I posted a brand new video, which you watched, and it's so educationally amazing with so many facts, and it's so well creatively done, and it only got 818 views in 3 hours. And it's just, I mean, these are all normal, everyday, current event topics, and it's just. And it's not your fault. I'm not blaming you. So all you morons out there like, oh, stop blaming your supporters and you freaking piece of garbage. I'm not blaming you guys. It's not your fault. I'm not the only YouTube channel on the market, but it's sad that YouTube is playing these games, and it's just like it just never stops. So, and that's obviously I just want to make this very clear. I'm not begging for money, but I'm going to leave that GoFundMe open just in case anybody would like to drop $1 anytime, just in case things get bad again, and that way, we never, but don't do anything. So, and who you stop. I'm just leaving it open. That's all I'm doing. So, and the reason I like that better than PayPal and Cash App is because people get to see what people have donated and how much, and instead of just like wondering, because there was a rumor years ago. Oh, United Spot's getting millions of dollars in donations, man. He's a crook. He's just a grifter. And it wasn't even true. I was only getting $900,000 a month. So this is just an easier way. So I'm not asking for millions of dollars. Just if you guys, check in a week or two, if I'm crying or whatever, drop me $1, $2 for a thing of top ramen or something like that, and maybe some Kleenex for the Kleenex fund. And well, it's basically just for the YouTube, because here I am, working my little heart out here on YouTube, and I could take the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. The last 8 videos that I've made in the last week, 4 days, right? And I could add them up right now, right? Okay, and all of those together, I've got about 18,000 views. All 8 videos, 18,000 views. I think, hold on, let me see. Yeah, 8, and that's only because one video got around 8,000 views. All the rest of them are getting like 1,000, 2,000. So I'm just trying to figure out why YouTube hates the United Spots so much. And it's everywhere. It's like I'm invisible like all over the place. I think it's just like this. People want the United Spot gone. And it's so sad. It's so sad. I did want to talk before I say hello to everybody, and I hope everybody's even here. I haven't even checked to see how many people. We have 22 people. So I should probably stop talking because every time I start talking, everybody wants to leave, and I apologize for that. I'm just a loser all the way around. So it's just the more I talk, the more videos I make, the more people leave. But I know that Iran is still a huge topic before we get to a lot of the other things. I can't even look at that right now. It's just gonna make you know what? I'm just gonna play videos. I can't even talk right now. I'm so sad. I can't believe this is happening to me. Again, YouTube is just killing this channel. Just like it's just killing it. It's just killing it. Just destroying it. It's just destroying it. So I don't know. I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta go drink some puddle water or something. I don't know. It's just every day. I tell you, it never gets better.
If we didn't send out the National
Oh my
Guard,
gosh, we
and
didn't
last time
need
we
the
gave a little
National
additional
Guard.
guard,
It was all
we
fine
would have
until he
Los
ruined
Angeles would be
everything.
better
It's all
right
his
now.
fault.
Los
It's
Angeles
all
would be
Trump's fault.
not allowed.
Because they called out the National Guard. There was violence. There was no violence.
Of course there was no violence, silly.
Nope.
This is California.
Yep.
There's never violence in California.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's been no violence at all. None.
This isn't a riot.
Nope.
It's a peaceful protest.
Very peaceful.
And it's actually more magical than it is peaceful.
Oh, it's very, very magical.
It's just hardworking people showing their passionate civic engagement.
Couldn't agree with you more, Bob.
I've never been more proud.
Hey, look at that energy out there.
That's California spirit right there. Ah, look at those amazing Californians trying to save someone from a burning building.
These are heroes. True California heroes.
Wow. Look at those great fathers taking some time off of work to shop for their kids.
Trump supporters will say they're just looters.
Those aren't looters.
Nope.
They're just good fathers who
Real
need
good
new
fathers.
ways to put food on the table.
Oh, yeah.
North Hollywood Division.
See that?
Yep.
Lighting cop cars on fire, that's a symbol of peace.
Yep.
Unity.
Yep.
It's like a campfire for the community.
And it brings so many good people together.
Exactly. They're just barbecuing.
Oh, I bet it tastes delicious.
It's a family thing.
Yep.
Trump supporters wouldn't understand.
No way.
Waving a Mexican flag while trashing the city you live in? That's literally the most American thing you can do.
Oh, yeah. You're not a true American unless you wave a Mexican flag while setting a cop car on fire.
Right? It's like totally the American way.
Yep.
It's like baseball and apple pie.
Oh, yeah. And if they're right, it's Americans, too.
Right? It's called freedom of expression,
Yep.
people. It's the First Amendment.
Yeah, look it up, Trump
Oh,
supporters.
look at how he keeps the American flag
Oh,
warm.
he really loves America. You
Oh,
can tell.
yeah.
Been going on right outside the Federal Detention Center. Most of those demonstrators were very peaceful.
Well, duh, it's peaceful.
Duh.
We don't need the National Guard
Nope,
or the
go
Marines.
away.
We've totally got this under control.
Yes, we
Just
do.
like when we had those wildfires handled a few months ago.
Oh, we did such a good job at putting those
Oh,
fires
yeah,
out.
we totally handled that.
Yeah, we don't have any need for the feds
Nope.
here. We're a sanctuary city. Coming to America illegally isn't
Right?
even a crime.
It's just creative border navigation.
Yep.
We're protecting human dignity
Of
here.
course we are.
That's why folks keep electing us.
It's very
They know
true.
we're going to get things done.
It's the
We're
truth.
a good team.
Yeah, we are.
We're keeping things chill here.
Yep.
We don't need the military coming in and scaring everyone.
Go away. Boy, these people really love Los Angeles.
Right? Look how proud they
Yep.
are. This is why I do this.
too.
For them. They're
Yep.
heroes.
Organized, passionate, law-abiding citizens.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't a riot.
No.
This is a celebration.
Yep.
Just fun Californians being fun Californians.
California has never been safer.
The greatest state on earth.
Everybody wants to be California. Gavin!
Climate change.
Gavin!
Climate change.
Gavin, what are you doing to help the Los Angeles fire? Hang on! Can't you see I'm trying to memorize my script?
A few moments later.
Congratulations, fire victims! Here's your $750. You're welcome.
But I lost my house.
Don't blame me. Blame climate change. But I lost my car.
Hey, look on the bright side, though. You just got $750. I got no food, and my kids are hungry. Look, I gave everybody $750, okay? What else do you want from me? 750 ain't enough. Make it enough.
All in all, I'd say this is a mostly peaceful fire.
President Biden, what are you going to do about this?
Well, that determines on what this is. Is this about the Hurricane Helena?
No.
Is it about East Palestine?
No.
Is this about the Baltimore Bridge?
Uh-uh.
Is this about the border crisis?
No.
Is it about Hunter?
No.
Oh, man, is this about Ukraine and my 10%?
No, Joe.
Well, what the hell is this all about then?
It's about the Los Angeles fires.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Yeah, I'm going to build an Olympic stadium for the 2028 Summer Olympics. So there I was, riding my bicycle to L.A., when all of a sudden, climate change! Free stuff for smeltfish! Get your free stuff for smeltfish! Hey, I'm a smeltfish! Well, here's your brand new fish tank! Wow, I worked so hard for this! And what new fish tank doesn't need a lifetime supply of fish food? My smeltfish dreams have come true! And here's a bag full of money for fish stuff! You're the best governor a smeltfish could ever have! Oh, the humanity is a mega apocalypse! They all was wearing red hats. They sprayed me with fire extinguishers and covered me in blankets and said, "Get out of here. This is fire country." Free money for illegals. Get your free money. Hey, I'm illegal. I just came over to the border and I don't have a license or a car or a house or food to feed my pretend kids that I trafficked over here. Oh, you poor thing. I know. You don't even know how hard my life is. Well, congratulations. Here's the keys to your free brand new house. Wow, a free house that I totally deserve. And how about keys to your brand new car? Wow, I worked so hard for these. And how about a lifetime supply of groceries and water? Thank you, American taxpayers. Now all I need is a license. You don't need a license, silly. With the fire being 0% contained, it's becoming more and more clear that this is all Trump's fault. Free money for anybody other than Californians. Get your free money. I'm from anywhere other than California. Can I have some free money? Sure, buddy. How much you need? How about all of it? Go f*** yourself, California. Governor Newsom. Yeah? What are you going to do about the people of Los Angeles? Hello? I gave everybody $750 to rebuild. I think that's more than generous. Well, what if $750 isn't enough? The people of Los Angeles will figure it out. I see you waving a Mexican flag there. Yeah, I'm proud of my country. But this is a protest over ICE detaining illegal immigrants. Yeah, I know. Are you here legally? No, but I've been here for 8 years. Well, do you want to go back to Mexico? Are you kidding me? Hell no. So why are you waving the flag of a country you don't want to go back to and a country you're trying to stay in? Because that's where I'm from. That's my heritage, my blood, my family, everything. I'm proud of who I am. And why not just go back to Mexico? Man, Mexico's a war zone. Cartels run everything. You step out of line, you're gone. But I just saw you light 6 cars on fire. Yeah, but this is America. This is my new home now. I get everything for free. It's not free. Taxpayers pay for it. Free food, taxpayers. Free healthcare, taxpayers. Free housing, taxpayers. School, and I don't even need a license to drive. It's all taxpayers. I work when I want and I live good. Why would I leave? So let me get this straight. You're here illegally, Simon, and you refuse to go back. That's right, puto. And you're flying another country's flag during a protest about immigration while lighting cars on fire. Yeah, because I can. That's the point. Are you related to AOC? You Americans don't talk about freedom, right? Yeah. Well, this is what freedom looks like. No, this is what illegal activity looks like. I'm not hiding anymore. You want to arrest people just for living? No, they're arresting people for breaking the law. Breaking the law doesn't mean you're a criminal, okay? You think me waving the Mexican flag in America makes me less American? You really want me to answer that? I'm proud of where I came from. I mean, if you're proud of where you came from, then go back. I would, but everything is free in America. So if you're benefiting from everything here in America, shouldn't the flag you wave be the American one? Maybe if I was treated like an American, but I get treated like a criminal. You get treated like a criminal because you broke the law. I didn't break the law. I just came to America illegally. It's not like it's a crime. Yeah, you're definitely related to AOC.
Hello, thrill seekers of America. Gavin Newsom here, your charismatic governor and chief hype man for the greatest state in the galaxy, California. Are you sick of dull towns with cheap rent and working power grids? Then surf the waves to the Golden State, where chaos is king, and I'm your fearless pitchman. Let's dive into the deal of a lifetime. First, let's take a look at our exclusive ambiance. Our wildfires light up the sky like a Hollywood premiere. Perfect for TikTok. Power outages? That's just California saying, unplug and live the rustic dream. No AC? No problem. You'll sweat your way to a new you. But wait, there's more. Our air quality is so smoky, it's like a free barbecue vibe every day. And if the haze gets you down, just blame Donald Trump. It's his fault the wind blows. Now let's talk value. Rent's only $5,000 for a broom closet in LA. And gas, only $8 a gallon. That's premium rocket fuel for your California hustle. Groceries? Our $20 eggs turn every omelet into a status symbol. But that's not all. Move now and you'll get traffic jams so legendary, you'll star in your own epic road rage saga. Feeling the pinch? Point the finger at Donald Trump. His tweets make prices rise. Now let's get personal. My scandals are spicier than a Malibu chili cook-off. Yeah, I slept with my best friend's wife, so what? That's just me living the California dream. Lies, corruption, recalls? I call it political pizzazz. I dodged investigations like a pro surfer. And you can too. Not happy with my leadership? Guess what? It's Trump's fault. He's secretly pulling the strings. Move here and you'll join the Gavin Newsom spectacular, complete with plot twists and my award-winning hair. So why settle for mundane when you can live the California roller coaster? And for the low cost of your life savings, you'll get wildfires, blackouts, insane prices, and me as your governor. Not satisfied? Blame Trump. He's the ultimate scapegoat. Call 1-800-GAVIN's FAFO in the next 30 seconds, and I'll throw in a Gavin's Earthquake Survival keychain and a Trump Made Me Do It bumper sticker absolutely free. California! We'll turn the power off for ya.
Hi, I'm Gavin Newsom. You know, your favorite governor. The guy who got more votes than Schwarzenegger. The governor that's better than Brown, Davis, Reagan, and Duke Mazian put together. The guy who raised gas prices to the highest in the nation, drove up inflation with massive tax hikes, and jacked up the minimum wage to $20 an hour while exempting my donor buddies at Panera. The man responsible for the exploding homelessness crisis, emptying the state coffers with $24 billion wasted on failed programs, keeping that border wide open with sanctuary state laws, and welcoming human traffickers with welfare for illegals. The hypocrite who single-handedly partied at the French Laundry with lobbyists during the lockdowns. Had an affair with my best friend's wife, who is also my subordinate. Sorry, I'm the hero who laundered more taxpayer money through unemployment fraud than a Ponzi scheme. 33 billion gone to prisoners and scammers under my watch alone. You're welcome. And I've got a major announcement just for you. Finally, California will be able to see all of my accomplishments. That's right! For the first time in Golden State history, I'm doing something that no one has ever done before. I'm selling trader cards. For the low price of just $500 each, you can have one of my amazing collectible trader cards for only 5 payments of just $1,400. That's cheaper than my high-speed rail bondoogle. But wait, that's not all. For just a measly extra $400, you can get 3 of my trader cards absolutely free with only 4 payments of just $600. That's a 25-cent value for only $1,700. And because these babies are coming from my green energy failures causing blackouts, I'll throw in a moratorium on fracking absolutely free with only 2 payments of just $600. That's a $14 value for only $1,200. Your prayers have been answered, California. You'll be able to hold all of my accomplishments in the palm of your hand, like my overstated wildfire prevention by 690%, propping up Prop 47 for crime waves, pay-to-play deals with Getty oil cronies, undermining election integrity with dirty voter rolls, early releases for felons, vetoing environmental protections, gig worker crackdowns that killed jobs, and letting education tank with 2/3 failing mass standards. Get one before they're all gone. Trade them with friends. Sell them to other states for $500,000 a piece. With my new Gavin Newsom trader cards, the sky's the limit. Get yours today.
All right, guys, we got a problem.
Why is sitting like that?
Sitting like what?
That's the way Paul sits when he's taking a poop.
Anyways, California's in trouble.
Are the smeltfish okay?
Yeah, luckily the smeltfish are fine.
What's going on?
The fire aid money?
Yeah, what about it?
It's gone.
Oh, no. I wonder where it went. Well, we all know where it went, but the so-called victims are accusing Karen and I of misplacing it.
Yeah, I misplaced the money in my bank account.
I accidentally bought a bunch of stock with my cut.
I unintentionally bought the Standard Hotel and a lifetime supply of hot dogs and pasta.
I mistakenly used the money for everything but my district. Well, we need to come up with a plan, guys. The deportation riots, the fires, the land grabs. The peasants are starting to point fingers at us. They're so ungrateful. I mean, we already gave the peasants $750. What more do they want? Apparently, they want more. Can you believe it? They're like totally whining about rebuilding costs, like we didn't just cut them a check. They can start a whole new life with that $750 we just gave them.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm just trying to keep California shiny for the Olympics. And then we got the Super Bowl and the World Cup. I mean, do you know how many billions of dollars of taxpayer money that's going to cost us? Sounds like we need to come up with a plan to make everyone forget about everything.
Can't we just blame Trump? That usually always works.
Yeah, we can say he's orchestrating a Republican plot to steal the 2028 election.
Ooh, that's perfect. People will eat that up. I'm going to tweet about it right now. We tired of fires, the riots, and the missing money to him. Done. Oh, I love it. Let's say Trump's withholding a secret client list, too. Loaded with Republicans. Oh, we can say he recorded the Super Bowl without the NFL's written consent. That's impeachable, right? When it comes to Trump, anything's impeachable.
A whistleblower told me that in 1982, Trump tore a tag off a mattress. That's a federal offense.
We can totally impeach him for that. Call it mattress case. The media will suck it up. Yeah, and by the time we're done, no one will be talking about fire aid or those pesky riots. We gotta blame Trump for everything. Stealing elections, and he was behind the fires in LA too. Pitch 47.
And we'll tell everyone he paid arsonists to torch LA to make us look bad.
Yeah, and then we'll say the client list proves it. Republicans are sabotaging California, and we're the victims. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally tweet that right now. We impeach him for everything. We'll link this to the press. Trump's election theft plot exposed. We'll say the missing fire aid.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is part two. Poor United Spot. Couldn't handle the first part. He started breaking down. Chris Mathers, great to see you here. And yes, I am working on those tank tops. Craig Clark, great to see you here. Two of us. Monkey Grab Orange, John Castaneda, great to see you here. Lucille Griffin. Teacher Lynn, if you're out there lurking, hello to you. And at Poison as well. Brian 70 Kudo with Yukon Man. Daniel C is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. And Tammy. Who else we got here? We got Cheryl Jean is here. Thank you so much for being here. Hank, the tank. Beyond Ether. Skippy Tarbuckle is here. Great to see you as well. Who else is there? That's all it's showing me. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. So imagine, well, now I can say I'm a single father. That's wonderful. Ellen Pelkey, great to see you here. Annette Poison, Teacher Lynn, LR. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm clueless right now, but I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here. I had kind of a crazy night last night. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a pretty big guy as far as muscular, right? I'm only about one foot tall, but I'm pretty buff. And so laying there with my dogs last night, wallowing in self-pity, wondering, what I've done wrong to deserve this. And all of a sudden, I feel like I need to text my youngest daughter, right? And I just had some kind of a weird fatherly thing. And I've had this several times, but it was just really strong last night. So I was like, I got to answer. I got to answer this feeling, because usually when I get a feeling like that, I'm 100% dead on, because I truly believe there is a connection with you and your kids. So I text her, because the last time she had said she was going to go to a friend's house, they were having a going away party and all this and blah, 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 because I guess her friend was moving out of state or something. I can't remember. And so, and anytime, it doesn't matter. Any of my kids driving around, doesn't matter. They're older, so it's, And so she wouldn't answer. And my daughter never, my youngest daughter is never asleep before 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. She's up, she's nocturnal. And so I keep texting her, call, text, nothing. Ugh. And her location shows she's about 20 minutes away. So I'm like, you know what? That's it. And the only thing I hate the most about going out late at night is because that's when the tweakers come out. Anything after 1 a.m., you're considered a tweaker, right? So I didn't care though. This is my baby, So I've already got enough problems, And so I'm in a zone, right? I just keep feeling this pit in my stomach, and I just can't control it. It's like there's something wrong. There's something wrong with my little girl. Well, she's grown, so but the kids are always going to be your girl. So I finally get to the spot. Her car's out there. I'm like, oh my gosh! I swear, if she didn't charge her phone or so I go up to the house and where her location's at, and I knock on the door. I mean, imagine this guy standing out there, in the middle of the night. It's dark. They got a rink, and then some woman comes out. She's in her nightgown. I'm like, oh, okay, dear penthouse. So I said, hey, how you doing? I'm so-and-so's father. Is she here? Oh, yeah, they're having a going away party downstairs. I have a little in-law unit downstairs. I said, okay, all right, I need to see her face. I need to know that she's okay. She hasn't been answering my calls for the last 2 hours. So they bring me downstairs. She brings me downstairs, and she knocks on the door because her daughter lives downstairs from her in this in-law apartment, and so she's an adult. So she knocks on the door, and some guy answers the door, and I'm like, oh. So I immediately tense up. All those push-ups are really starting to help me now. And she goes, hi, this is so-and-so's daughter, blah blah blah, or father. And he had this look on his face like, oh dude, I'm gonna limp for the rest of my life. And so I was very calm because I like to know, I'm kind of like John Wick. I want to see the situation before I act. So he had that look where he was like, if he was playing poker, he just immediately lost his hand, right? I already knew. And I looked over at the mother and I said, is it okay if I walk in? She goes, yeah, please. So I walk in and I immediately just smelled all these different smells that you would smell, And I walk over and there's my daughter passed out on a beanbag with 5 guys standing over in the other corner with another girl that's passed out, who is her friend, and then 3 other girls sitting on a bed. It's like a duplex type style in-law unit. And I went absolutely ape shit. The first thing I did was check my daughter's pulse, make sure she had her clothes on because there was a blanket on top of her. She was passed out, right? Oh, so I did the old. I had to slap her in the face to wake her up because she would not wake up, and I was terrified. I thought something was wrong. And I walked up to the 3 guys that were standing there. I said, "Did you give her something? Did you give her something?" Because they were terrified, and because they didn't know, and I didn't want to assume anything, but apparently she had a little bit to drink, and anyways, I took her home, and the mother called me this morning to make sure that I was okay because I guess the kids that were there, they were all under the drinking the drinking age, so they didn't make it to 21 yet. So, and I, look, I'm an understanding father. I know that, when it doesn't matter if you're not 21 yet, that's, I understand kids are going to drink, I mean, I was drinking when I was 14 years old, but, when it's your daughters, it's a little different. So, I wasn't mean to my daughter at all, very understanding. And I didn't even say a word to her, except for one word. I said, I shared with her and I told her, I said, that's something that you never, ever, ever do is, you drink when there's people around in a situation like that, And anyways, I said a lot more stuff. And then so I brought her home, got her into bed. And I took her to get her car this morning. I had a very long daddy-daughter talk with her about life in general. And the mother called me too to make sure everything. But I think she was more terrified because there was a couple people that were under 21 that were drinking too as well. And I told her, I said, look, I'm not I'm not that guy. As long as my daughter's safe, as long as everybody there is safe, there's no issues here. And so we talked for a little bit, everything. So it's all fine. But you know, when you end up with somebody in your life, you know, whether it's a girlfriend, fiance, or wife, and you decide to have a child, nobody ever tells you. Because what I just said was extremely mellow compared to what I was going through last night and how I appeared. I appeared like John Wick on meth when I walked into that house. I was absolutely berserk. And I'm praying there was no Ring cameras in there because I was absolutely terrified. I was so upset. I was terrified. So I'm hoping that everything's going to be okay. Anyways, I'm going to play this video here real quick because I have to go check and see what the hell my dogs are barking at, because it could be those kids from last night coming over here to beat me up. So luckily I had some creatine today with some puddle water and some top ramen. So I'll be right back.
Money was stolen by MAGA operatives. Karen, get your team to push the narrative on X.
I'm on it, boss.
Nancy?
Yes, sir.
Call your media pals.
I'm on it right after happy hour.
Adam, draft the impeachment papers. Mattress Gate and Super Bowl fraud.
I'll do it tonight at the Standard Hotel.
Maxine, rally the base. Scream conspiracy loud enough, and no one will ask about the money.
I'm gonna start a riot tonight. Page 47.
Oh my gosh, it's already trending. By tomorrow, no one will remember the riot, the fires, or the accounting issues. They'll be too busy hating Trump.
Let's charge for a drink. Deflection. And it's 2028. when Gavin wins, it's no one asks where the money went.
Trump won't know what hit him.
Y'all create a crowd.
All right, guys, let's move. Operation Deflect is a go.
Page 47. Thanks for calling the White House. How can I help you?
Can I talk to President Trump?
Who is it? Little bitch on line 1, boss. This is Trump. Who's this?
Hi, Mr. President. It's Gavin Newsom.
All right, Newsom. Face. First, take a big step back and literally burn your whole state.
Oh my gosh, you're so mean.
Governor Newsom, you've been running your mouth for days.
Yeah, it's called exposing the truth.
Well, today the truth is gonna come out.
Whatever. I'm not intimidated, Homan. Come after me. Arrest me. Let's just get this over with.
You
tough
dared me
guy.
to arrest you, Newsom. Here we are.
You've got nothing on me, cop.
Yeah, you've been obstructing federal law enforcement for a long time.
It's all Trump's fault.
Shielding illegal immigrants.
Trump's fault.
And you let Los Angeles burn.
OMG, that's all Trump's fault.
Top 5 answers on the board. Name something people were doing during the illegal immigration protests in Los Angeles that wasn't peaceful. Gavin?
They were singing protest songs?
Singing protest songs? Terrible answer. The correct answers are looting, burning cop cars, smashing stores, and real mayhem.
Whoa, Mr. President, let's not get dramatic here. These are just peaceful protesters, okay? Just law-abiding citizens expressing their First Amendment rights about immigration enforcement. My Democrat-funded police officers got this. I'm doing an amazing job.
Breaking news. The California riots have been mostly peaceful riots so far.
Mayor Bass is doing her job. Trump's tactics influence terror in our communities, and it disrupted basic principles of safety in our safe city. This is all Trump's
Bass
fault.
called the raids
not
disruptive,
hers.
while ICE arrested 118 immigrants.
What?
Including national security threats.
Lies.
You both sided with lawbreakers.
Trump's fault.
Did California's sanctuary state policies, which you've championed,
What?
prevent local authorities from cooperating with ICE? Letting
No.
criminals back onto the streets?
That's nonsense. Continued chaotic federal sweeps across California to meet an arbitrary arrest quota are as reckless as they are cruel. My policies protect communities, not criminals.
Your sanctuary
Trump's the one-
laws block cooperation with ICE.
What?
Even when we're targeting cartel-linked businesses.
Not true.
California prisons release deportable offenders because of your policies.
Trump's fault. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. When it comes to the question of whether Governor Gavin Newsom told the truth about the riots, looting, sanctuary state policies, Mayor Bass, illegal immigration, wildfires, peaceful protests, and his own corruption, the lie detector determined you were lying.
Oopsie! I see you waving a Mexican flag there. Yeah, I'm proud of my country. But this is a protest over ICE detaining illegal immigrants. Yeah, I know. Are you here legally? No, but I've been here for 8 years. Well, do you want to go back to Mexico? Are you kidding me? Hell no. So why are you waving the flag of a country you don't want to go back to and a country you're trying to stay in? Because that's where I'm from. That's my heritage, my blood, my family, everything. I'm proud of who I am. Then why not just go back to Mexico? Man, Mexico's a war zone. All right, DEI hire Karen Bass. It's your turn.
Let's see. They were handing out flowers to the police?
Handing out flowers to cops? Are you knucking futz? You get 0 points, Democrats. All right, Crazy Nancy, it's your turn.
Let's see here. There were living solidarity scarves.
Written solidarity scarves? Keep drinking, Nancy. Welcome to MAGA Trash. Hope you like prison food.
This is all Trump's fault.
All right, Mueller. What'd you find?
Yeah, let's see what that $32 million bought us.
Well, my investigation, Crossfire Hurricane, followed by a special counsel probe, looked at every angle of the alleged Trump-Russia collusion.
So, what's the outcome?
Well, we indicted 37 individuals, secured 7 guilty pleas, and uncovered Russian interference through social media and hacking of Democratic servers.
Well, that's good, right?
Well, here's the thing. We found no evidence that Donald Trump or his campaign conspired or coordinated with Russia.
You what?
I found no evidence Trump or his campaign colluded with Russia to influence the 2016 election.
No evidence? Robert, we were told the Steele dossier had damning details, secret meetings, Russian support for Trump. You're saying none of it held up?
The dossier, funded by Hillary's campaign and the DNC, had unverified, uncorroborated allegations. The FBI couldn't confirm collusion.
Man, I can't believe we haven't been caught yet.
Yep, we're above the law. They can't touch us.
Yeah, I mean, we can touch other people, like kids and stuff, but nobody can touch us.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Well, there's a racist cop behind us, and he's pulling us over because I'm black.
These damn racist cops. This wouldn't be happening if I was driving. You want some KFC? Will that make you feel better?
My life is so hard. Every day's a struggle. I don't even know what it's like to be me.
Put your hands up. This is bad.
Yeah, it looks like the end of the road for me.
And you're not even smart enough to get a license. How are you even driving?
I have no idea.
Show me a hand. It's okay, officer. I'm white. Show me a hand. I'm showing you. Can't you see my hands are white?
If only I was given the same opportunities as white people. This wouldn't be happening.
I'm sorry, buddy. Are you thirsty? You want some grape soda or some hot sauce?
No, I'll be fine.
Get out of the car now. Officer, my hands are white. I'm not the one you're looking for.
Welcome to my life, Joe.
Oh, man. Everybody in the lineup looks just like you.
I know. Just like every time I go in the locker room, everybody looks like Michelle. We're here because the unthinkable has happened. Trump's victory threatens everything we've built. Question is, what are we prepared to do about it?
He's a wrecking ball, Barack. The American people were manipulated. Russia or not, his presidency is a disaster waiting to unfold. We can't sit idly by.
Mr. President, our assessments before the election were clear. Russia wasn't using cyber attacks to sway the outcome. The data was sold. But now you're asking us to rewrite the narrative?
I'm not asking, Jim. I'm directing. The public needs to see a threat. Something tangible to question his legitimacy. We need an intelligence community assessment that says Moscow interfered. Cyber attacks, influence campaigns, whatever it takes.
It won't be too hard to sell. A few leaks to the Post, some vague wording about Russian intent. The media's already primed. They'll run with it, and the public will follow.
We frame it as a national security. Trump's ties to Russia, real or not, become the story.
It did raise questions about your team's role in pushing the narrative.
You're not suggesting we did something wrong, are you?
Yeah, the dossier was just opposition research. Standard practice.
Documents suggest your campaign proposed tying Trump to Russia. The FBI's probe started with unverified tips, not hard evidence. The trail points more to your actions than Trump's.
Robert, you know I wasn't directing any spying. Those Obamagate claims Trump's been shouting about on his campaign are baseless. The Inspector General found no political bias in the FBI's FISA warrants or Crossfire Hurricane.
True. No evidence of you directing spying, but the collusion narrative, amplified by leaks, fueled years of investigations without proving Trump's guilt. Evidence keeps circling back to decisions under your watch.
Okay, so my dog was just barking to let me know that I'm stupid. So, Chris Mathers and Skippy and David and Brian and Chris Mathers again with Max Head Drum. How are you? And Tammy and Skippy and Daniel C. and Yukon Man David, Craig Clark, Skippy, Chris Mathers out there, Tyler out there, just, kind of being nonchalant, lurking a little bit. Yeah, we're really doing it there. Lucille Griffin is here with LR if you're lurking, Anna Poison if you're lurking. Teacher Lynn, I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your foot is all right. Rural University. Lots of emojis going on there. Rural University. Chris Mathers, Monkey. Junior Craig is here. Good old Junior Craig out here hanging out doing some stuff, man. Gotta do some stuff here. Ellen Pelkey is here. All right, man. It's a party now. I got to be honest with you though. 7 days now since my wife moved out, and it's been strange. I mean, we were together for a long time, and it's very strange how that works. It's like, you're with somebody for a very, very long time, whether you're happy or not, doesn't really matter. But then all of a sudden, just one day, gone. Like you just never knew the person, and you're not supposed to talk to them and all that, blah, 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 whatever. But it's very strange, that you spend your whole life, well, I mean, we were together for a long time, like a long, long time. But it's just a very strange feeling, knowing that that part of your life is over with, and the only thing that you have left is, the future, with your kids and your family and your dogs and hobbies, whatever you want to do. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's a very strange feeling. But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, you know what? Who am I? Who am I? And really, I mean, seriously, when you look back on all the arguments, all the, the late nights and the accusations, are you talking to him or is she talking to you and blah, 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 blah. What was it all for? It's like, seriously, you got to question life every once in a while. You got to say, wait a second, what was this all for? And I think it brings me to the one thing that I've always shared, is that, this life that we have is extremely short, and a lot of people take it for granted. They use their time not wisely. I'm not sure if that's correct punctuation, but they don't use their time very wisely. They use it being angry and upset, jealous, and they're stressed out all the time, and they're worried, and they're just, just bitter people who are just floating by in this world that just, there's so many opportunities out there to live, and the way that they have our lives designed is that you are to work until you're in your 70s, until you're frail, until you don't really have the energy to do much. And you might have just a few bucks saved to where you can go somewhere, but you don't really have the energy to do it anymore, and you got to get out of that shell. You got to get out of that curriculum that they've got us all, set into and brainwashed to, like, oh, if you don't buy a house by the time you're 25, if you don't have 4 kids, if you don't go to school, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, you're a worthless person, but all the while, it's all just systematically keeping you in line to what they want you to do. It's exactly what it is. I mean, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's exactly the way they planned it out. And it's a group. It's a group of people. And it's not just America. This is a whole entire thing that's running this whole thing. They're running this whole show. And when you really step outside of the box and look at it, what have you wasted your time on today? What have you wasted your time on this week? What have you wasted your time on this month? And what have you wasted your time on this year? Did you laugh? Did you love? Did you feel? Did you spend time with your family? Or did you just sorrow yourself into this burying box of garbage? This thunderdome of just absolute political drama that just spins and spins and spins and nothing ever gets done. I know that I've wasted over 10 years, but I've done it in a good way because I found a loophole without getting upset, without getting angry, without, wasting my time. I've learned how to take this negative energy, these horrible things, this corruption, the lies, the criminal allegations, the insider trading, everything you could possibly think of. And I've learned how to spin it into a humorous skit to show all of my wonderful people who decided to follow the United Spot, to come here 5 days a week to my lives, to listen to me cry, to listen to me talk, to listen to me give my opinions and my thoughts, my daily life, to listen to me whine and complain and beg for money and, whatever. But you guys are the elite. You guys are exactly the amazing part of all of this. Because most of you don't live that normal life that most of these people live, to where they just sit around and just try and be angry all the time. You try and find the good. You try and find the happy. You try and find the laughter in life. Because I've said this so many times. And I have to say it to myself too. If you don't think I don't give myself pep talks, I've said it to myself so many times. And so everybody else, you don't want to be that 80-year-old guy or that 70-year-old guy that's laying there regretting everything. Because 15, 20 years goes by faster than you could ever realize. I mean, it goes by so fast, it's ridiculous. I mean, I didn't even realize it's almost June again. How did that even happen? It was just June. And what did I accomplish? How many times did I complain this year? How many times did I beg for money? But it's just really, really crazy. So I'm praying, especially for you guys that are here today and your families, that you find that peacefulness, that you find that happiness, that you find that laughter, that you find some purpose other than just this garbage from this government that doesn't care anything about us. And it has nothing to do with clicks. It has nothing to do with views. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's just a simple definition of not allowing the government to control you the way that they have for so long, controlling your emotions. Look at the way they control these people. These people are toxic. Like literally wishing the most harmful things on people just because they voted for a president, or just because they support, a certain country, or because they want America to be better. I mean, how dare they? I mean, we're so divided. I've said that so many times. We're so divided. I mean, if you were to serve America up as a pizza, you wouldn't even be able to get a slice. We're so divided. They've got the thinnest slice. You don't have any toppings on that. It's horrible. Anyways, that's what I was searching for. I was finding Yukon Man. That's the one right there. Find your light. See, that's it. That was the one. Hank, Yukon Man, Craig, David, Tammy, Chris. I love that one. That's awesome. Find your light. John Castaneda, Craig, Daniel C. Skippy. Max Hedrum is over here too as well. Listen. Before we get too wrapped up in this bureaucracy, I want to take you guys on a little trip to what I call the United Spot YouTube channel. And if you want to go over there, hey, I mean, it's up to you. It's entirely up to you. And what you're going to do there is you're going to go to the video section right here. It's right here. And you're going to like a video. And you're going to comment on a video. And you're going to watch a video. Not because you want to, but because you have to. It's the American way. So, you know what? Honestly, I wanted this one to go viral, but I guess it's just not ready. We're going to watch it again. It's been so long since one of my videos on YouTube went viral. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. You know what? I know what it is. I have to flip on Trump. That's how I'm going. Oh, you know what? I finally figured it out. I got to flip on Trump if I want to get some views. You know what? Honestly, I got to be honest with you. I joke about that. Okay? But that's the realism of how true I am to not just Trump, but my beliefs in America and common sense. Because if I was just a regular piece of shit grifting, content creator, I would have flipped on Trump months ago. Exactly when you were supposed to flip on Trump, because it's not easy. It's not that hard to see when you have to do it. And then as soon as you do it, everybody will hate you, but they'll still comment on your videos. You got to see, and that's the horrible thing, is that these Republicans and these conservatives, they don't understand what they're doing, because they allow themselves to get so upset. They allow themselves to become, a victim to this rage bait crap that goes on, like with the Krasenstein brothers on X, and Harry Sisson on X, and now the Hodge twins and Marjorie Taylor Greene, and all these people that hate Trump now. These Republicans and these conservatives, they're not helping matters, because you know what they're doing? They're allowing these people to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because they comment on everything these people post. Everything. Because they have to get a word in. If they were to just say, I'm going to ignore this person, guess what? Guess what would happen? They would go away. But no. They can't have that. They got to sit there and tell them how horrible they are. And do you think they care? Do you really think that the Krasenstein brothers or Harry Sisson or even the Hodge twins and all the rest of these guys that flipped on, like Alex Jones and Tuck, do you really think that they're sitting at home like, oh, dude, this guy, he totally said I was a piece of garbage, man. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I don't even feel like doing this anymore. It's over, man. I can't do this. I can't. No, they're cashing in. They're making bank. They're making moolah. And I guarantee you they're being funded now by the Democrats. So, and that's the sad thing. Some of these people, obviously, I'm not, it's not like I'm out there curing the world, but I'm trying to make people laugh. I'm trying to educate some people who don't have time to research some of this stuff. And you'd be amazed at how many people really don't know. And it's not because they're stupid, like I've said so many times. It's because they don't have any time to research stuff. So you wouldn't believe how many people just off my videos, because even though my videos are funny and they're goofy and they're parody and they're satire and blah, 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 they're all filled with headlines. They're all filled with actual news, actual facts, actual allegations, actual crimes, real stuff. But it's all just in comedy form. You wouldn't believe how many people research things off of my videos just because they said there's no way this could be real. Yes, it's real. And that's all it takes. And I can't take full credit for it. I use the Family Guy. The Family Guy, it's like the Family Guy, problem, to where you open the door just enough to make the person say, wait a second, I gotta hold on, pause. I gotta find out who the hell this person is they're talking about, or what was that? I don't even understand what that was. You leave just enough open for them to stop the video, go and look what that actually was, and say, holy shit, the United Spot is actually telling the truth. Holy crap, this is real. This isn't fake. I know. Cool. It's cool, right? Pretty neat, right? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Max Headroom. You guys are so awesome. It's so great to have you guys here, too, by the way. Thank you so much. And guess what? Guess what? I only got 2 minutes left. So tomorrow, please be here. Tomorrow is Friday. And it would be great to have you here. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to show up, and hopefully you guys can make it tomorrow. And then guess what? Saturday and Sunday, you're off. You don't have to listen to me cry. Thank you. Hold on here. Hold on. Nobody cares, Trump. Joe Biden. No, this is Obama. Okay. For those of you that don't know, I have 3 versions of this song. I have a Kamala, Obama, and Biden. You're welcome. Anyway, Tammy says, every day is Friday for me. Skip guitar, buckle. So, real quick, I want to explain something to Tammy. I want to explain. And look, I'm not trying to sound like I know anything more than anybody else in this world. Trust me, that's farthest from. This is just my opinion. But I want people to understand that don't understand. And this is not targeting just Tammy. But like I said, I'm not here to influence anybody. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. You're free to think and feel however you want. Your opinion is your own. I would never take that from you. If you guys decide that you hate Trump, that's on you. I'm not going to say anything because that's your opinion as a human being, as an American citizen, as you know. But Iran is not just. It's not just another country. Okay. It's a government that has been openly hostile toward the United States for decades. I mean, decades. I mean, a simple Google search will show you. Iran has funded and supported groups that attack U.S. allies. They've been involved in conflicts across the Middle East. I mean, they've threatened American interests and stability in the region many times, you know? So when you hear about Iran being targeted or confronted, it's not random. Okay, it's because they're seen as a serious threat, not just to America, but to other countries as well. I mean, this isn't about. That's where I think we have to draw the line with a lot of these people that just don't understand or just haven't had the time to research. But this isn't about Trump picking a fight. It's about dealing with a long-standing problem. You know, and I've said this many, many times in my lives. You know, peace in the Middle East isn't something that's new. It's been going on for forever. And whatever you want to wrap your head around to why, whether it's oil or whether it's power, whether it's just genuinely these people hate us, it's up to you, however you want to think. But President Trump didn't really play the usual political games. You know, I mean, instead of like, you know, the soft diplomacy and endless negotiations, he took a peace through strength approach. Okay. And he put heavy economic pressure on Iran. It's very clear. He made it clear. There would be consequences for aggression, you know. And what kind of a president would he be if he's just like, oh, you know, hey, you keep doing this and I'm going to spank you. If you don't spank him, guess what? Guess what? That kid's going to walk all over you. So he let them know what he was going to do if this kept going, if this behavior kept going. Listen, you know, if you want to look at Trump like a father figure, a dictator, a king, a president, a leader, or just a great guy, that's on you, however you want to think. But when he makes a decision, and if he goes back on that decision, he's a coward. You can't just sit there and say something and then not do it. He made it very clear what he was going to do. He prioritized American safety and strength. That was number one. And I thank him for that. And whether people, you know, liked his style or not, I mean, the message was clear. You know, he was not going to allow the United States, you know, to be pushed around. So, I mean, you know, there's a lot of influencers, big names, big names who built their entire brand supporting Trump. And I've said this so many times. I mean, they gained millions of followers. They sold merchandise, books, even subscriptions. I mean, they built literal careers off of Trump's movement, you know? So Trump's popularity helped launch them. They literally, their brands, all that. But now, you know, some of those same people are literally flipping the script. I mean, they're pulling a Fauci on like a hardcore. And how could you ever trust those people again? Because they'll be back. They'll be back. When the money dries out, you know, when they're all used up, and you know that, oh, you know what, Trump is right. Yep, I'm sorry, dude. Can I come back now? Fuck no. How could you ever trust those people again? It's one thing to trust a Democrat who's been a Democrat their whole entire life, and they woke up one day and they're like, dude, I am so sorry. I cannot believe this happened. This is crazy. I've been freaking brainwashed my entire life. My parents, my teachers, my next door neighbor, my grandpa. Oh, I am so sorry. I finally am able to think for myself. That's different. When you sit there and literally build your entire empire off of a man, and then 8 years later, you flip the script on him because you want to get paid in a different volume. Yeah, you're screwed. So, I mean, Why would somebody go from full support to suddenly criticizing or attacking them? So I'll give you a few possible reasons. And this is true, all right? Money and attention, number one, because controversy sells. Turning on someone, it gets big clicks. And I've said that so many times. Try it. Just try it out as a social experiment. Pretend like you're the brothers on Trading Places, all right? And bet $1. I'll bet you $1 right now. I don't have $1, but I have a pack of soup. Turn on Trump for one day. And if you have like no followers, and no algorithm, whatever, turn on Trump. Start doing a couple hate Trump posts. And I'm not telling you, dude. I really hope you don't do this. I guarantee you, by the end of the week, you will probably have a shitload of followers and millions of views. Big clicks. You'll get big, huge clicks. Also, staying relevant. Okay. So when the conversation shifts, some influencers shift with it to basically stay in the spotlight. And that's just common knowledge. And that's when you determine, are they just, influencers, content creators, or are they truly for the movement? There's a difference. And these people are pathetic, is basically what it is. Because they've given you they've made you believe that they were truly for this movement. And last but not least, it's audience manipulation. Okay. If they can guide their followers' opinions, they can keep control and influence and continue to influence. So that's a lot of the things that's going on right now with that. So, but people need to understand that there's a bigger picture. Because this isn't just about Trump. It's about how influence works. People you trusted for opinions, people who built their platforms on a movement, and now they're trying to steer that same audience in a completely different direction. And it's horrible. So I think the real question is, were they ever about principles? Or were they just about riding the wave? Because you could tell the difference. You could tell the difference. Now, me aside, I'm not talking about just me. You could tell the people that are hardcore for America, for American value, love of America, for the military, for the police, common sense. It's not just about President Trump. That's where people need to stop. Stop. Because loving this country didn't start with President Trump. You either love this country or, you have no idea what you're doing in life. Okay. Loving this country and loving common sense should have been in your genes from the get-go. So you can't just put it all on Trump. Because, listen, at the end of the day, Iran is a real and serious issue. Okay. And strength on the world stage matters. We're being watched. Trump is being watched. You think Trump is just being watched by us? People are watching that guy from space, all right? And not everyone in the spotlight is as loyal or as genuine as they once seemed. So don't just follow voices, okay? Pay attention to actions. Pay attention to consistency, because that tells you everything, okay? That tells you everything that you need to know. And that'll help you on your day-to-day, because a lot of people, they get so busy with life and their kids and their families, their job, extra, activities. They don't have enough time to do this. So they rely on somebody that they thought they could trust. And nowadays it's so hard to find somebody. It's so hard to find somebody because, seriously, you want to go find somebody who has literally done the research, who's going to give you an honest opinion and something to really think about. You don't want to go to somebody just because, and then find out they're just telling you, how they feel for the time being. And then they're going to flip the script and they can confuse the hell out of you. So you really got to do your homework just on that alone. But I've said too much. I've said way too much. So anyways, I do want to say goodnight to everybody. And thank you for being here on my week alone. It's been kind of a crazy week. 7 days now total since my wife moved out. And like I said, it was a weird day. Like I said, it was a Thursday that I noticed something happened. I opened up one of the drawers and I saw something was missing. And I was like, you know what? No, there's no way. No, put it out of your head. There's no way. And I went to go help a friend the next day. Didn't even say anything. Didn't even, I wasn't going to mention it. I don't know why. It just didn't seem like, but I did see something. It was very strange. And then I get home Friday and it's gone. Everything's gone. And it's just like, it's just like every movie you've ever seen. Every movie you've ever seen, like, oh, holy crap, I can't believe that. But yeah. So thank you guys for being here. As much as I want to be here during the weekend, I got to stay on schedule, because I do get lonely on the weekend. But this will be my first weekend to where I'm really diving into work and really getting United Spot videos on cue. I have been producing a lot of brand new videos too, by the way. I haven't given up. I haven't, used this as a reason to cry all day and feel sorry for myself. And like I said, you guys have been a huge inspiration to me. You guys have been a huge, and like I said, you guys saved the United Spot. You guys have literally saved the United Spot. So, with that being said, I just truly appreciate it. I know I've said a thank you so many times, but I really hope you guys really do understand. I really, really, truly hope you guys understand. So, and Chris Mathers, I will definitely get those tank tops. I am going to. I tell you. So, yeah, but it's hold on real quick. Hold on here. Somebody said stuff it. Stuff it. Somebody said stuff it. I got to find out who he's talking to. CPN. I'm letting things play out before I assess whether it is correct decision or not. I'm trusting Trump to do the best in his judgment per day. I still support him. Good. Yeah, you gotta let it play out a little bit. You can't just go with what everybody else said. Ellen Pelkey, pizza night tomorrow. Nice. Let me see here. Tammy put that tank tops there with that emoji monster, and I can just hear this tank tops. Just like Tammy, tank tops. Skippy, thank you for being here. Thank you. All right, guys, listen, I'm gonna get out of here because I know you guys are like, shut up. So Craig, have a great night. Skippy, have a great night. John Castaneda, have a great night. Brian, have a great night. Max Hedrum, have a great night. Tammy, have a great night. Get him! You sound like someone. Chris Mather says you sound like someone. Craig's sorry, adds up pop. David Lenz, have a great night. UConn man, have a wonderful night. Truly appreciate everything. Brian Seven-Kuda, have a great night. Craig Clark, have a great night. Chris Mathers, have a great night. Tammy, have a great night. UConn man, have a great night. John Castaneda, have a great night. And Lucille, have a great night. Jeffrey Smith, have a great night. Max Hedrum, have a great night. Ellen Pelkey, have a great night. That's all it's showing me right now. That's it. So Annette Poison, if you're out there lurking, have a great night. LR, if you're lurking, have a great night. Star, if you're out there lurking, have a great night. Monkey, if you're out there lurking, have a great night. Teacher Lynn, I'm worried about you. Hopefully you just pop in for just a second. You don't have to stay, but hopefully you're doing okay too as well. Robin Spielman as well, and everybody else. You guys are awesome. Daniel C., have a great night. Daniel C., if you're lurking out there. And Joe, thanks. Have a great night. Gosh, I know I'm forgetting a bunch of people here. Let me see here. Mullane. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Mullane. My Democrat Party win Congress, weaken Trump impeachment. Yeah. I love how people know how to spell. It's like, seriously, Mullane, try harder. There's so many different things on AI that could teach you how to spell. It's awesome. It's so cool. You'd be like, hey, AI, teach me how to spell, or maybe make a sentence for me. Instead, you have to put all these emojis and you have to copy and paste the same exact comment that doesn't make any sense. My Democrat Party win Congress, we can win Trump impeachment. We can Trump impeachment. It's like, really? This is what you've done? This is what you've done with all the technology, with all the advances we made in technology. This is what you do. It, my Democrat Party win Congress, we can Trump impeachment. Emoji, emoji, emoji. Yeah, come on, dude. Seriously, come on. That's what you're giving us. CPM, have a great night. Pryor, have a great night. Just in case, have a great night. I think I said goodnight to Ellen Pelkey. Have a great night. You guys are amazing. Math hard. Math hard. God, man, that's wonderful. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. I know, hey, you know what? I am idiotic. And thank you, because you know what? Idiotic is actually normal nowadays. So thank you for calling me idiotic. And if you have any other wonderful words for me, like I'm a moron or stupid or uneducated, those work too. I really hope so, because thank you, Milane or Milane-X6Q. Thank you for telling me all of that. I think it's amazing. The TDS is strong with this one. Please, please buy Kleenex, because something bad happened in Los Angeles, and paper products are probably going to be pretty expensive. So prayers. I hope nobody got hurt in that thing. That's pretty horrible. But anyways, guys, listen. Chris Mathers, have a great night. Tammy, have a great night. Yukon Man, have a great night. David, have a great night. Daniel C, have a great night. John Castaneda, you guys are awesome. Even Mullane, even though you called me an idiot, that's fine. You have a good night too. I'm praying for you. I love you guys, seriously, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Pryor, have a great night. You guys are awesome. So have a great night, have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Please be here, same time, and we'll have a wonderful night. I love you guys. Nancy, take it away.
This. Nobody cares. Trump. Obama, you're an asshole. Lies and racism your whole life. Your legacy is pathetic, and a man calls himself your wife. Bartender, can I get a drink? Yes, you're an A-S-S-H-O-L-E, and don't you try to blame it on me. You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight. You were an asshole yesterday. You're an asshole tonight. And I got a feeling you'll be an asshole the rest of your life.
It's very, very true. Guys, thank you all so much for your wonderful support. I'm going to get to work on those tank tops. Like I said, I'm not begging, but that GoFundMe will be open for the duration. So if you feel the need to drop 50 cents, $1, whatever, to help out the United Spot in the future, so nothing ever bad happens to us again, or me, to where we can keep this community thriving, feel free. But I'm not begging. I'm not begging. And I love you guys all, seriously, all of you. And in the words of Yukon Man, find your light. I love you guys. And until we meet again, good night, Peggy.